Morning guys, Ronnie here. Welcome to our latest video. If you're new to this channel, I hope you'll consider subscribing. And we are looking at various topics in this series. This is our 7th video in the series. It's our 6th topic. And our topic this morning is to do with health. And so that's why I thought it would be appropriate to record this video in the kitchen here at the castle. So it's hard to believe that it's almost a year since we went into our first lockdown. And these series of videos are hopefully an encouragement, a support, helping those that are, as we all together journey through this latest lockdown. And I hope that what we share with you today will be an encouragement to you. If you like the content of this video, please press the like button, turn that thumb blue. That will help us as we promote the channel. But as I say, it's almost a year since we went into our first lockdown, and last spring here at the castle we adhered very strictly to all the rules, and that meant that once a week we really looked forward to our weekly shopping, which is hard to believe for a mature man to say that the highlight of his week would be to go shopping. But that's the way it was. And so last year on a Friday was our shopping day, and we would head to the supermarket. And I remember we filled our trolley. It was full of Coke, it was full of biscuits, full of chocolate, all of those things that we thought we might need for being in lockdown during the week. And so that's the type of things that, in my estimation, we needed to have while we were locked down. And so, yes, you can imagine it meant that during the weeks of lockdown I put on quite a bit of extra weight. And I stood on the scales at the 31st of May last year, and I weighed 18 stone 4 pounds. And I think that's probably the heaviest that I had ever been. And even though I felt okay, I had no particular health issues, I realised that I couldn't expect to have long-term health if I was carrying so much excess weight. And around that time I'd heard something about the keto diet. And so I Googled, good friend Google helped us look up to see what the keto diet was about. Now I haven't much time to go into the intricacies of the keto diet here this morning, and there's a lot of people that can tell you more about it than me. But just basically, the keto diet was high fat, low carbs, and no sugar. And I began to follow on YouTube some health professionals that talked about the benefits of this type of a diet. And one of the main things that I learned was the dangers of sugar. The high sugar diet was part of the reason why there were so many of the major sicknesses in the world. For example, diabetes, Alzheimer's, all serious illnesses, and they find their source from a high sugar levels in the body. And so that was the first thing that I realised. I was going to have to stop Coke. I was going to have to stop cakes and biscuits, all those things that I loved. I was also going to have to reduce my carbs, and it meant for a particular period of time that I was going to have to reduce almost completely potatoes, rice, bread from my diet. But it did involve eating plenty of meat and plenty of vegetables, and so that was the positive, that there was good quality nutritious food that you could eat on this diet. And so at the end of May I started on this keto diet. Now I've looked up the science of ketosis. After a few days of no sugars, your body moves from using glucose for energy to using fat for energy. And whenever your body starts to burn fat as an energy source, that is the condition of ketosis. And So again, there's so much more. I'm going to share more videos about this later, but I just want to give you a brief background of what ketosis is. And one of the things that I find very helpful, if you're eating food or anything at the minute, stop now. But one of the major things that I found very helpful in terms of accountability was the use of little urine sticks. So my days started off by using a urine stick, and the colour of that stick determined that you were still in the state of ketosis. So in other words, your body was still burning fat. And so as time went on, there was weeks that I was very disappointed. I never lost a pound, nothing, and it seemed to be very, very difficult. But I stuck at it, and over a period of time, we began to lose some weight. Now I want to emphasize that weight loss is not the major part of why I want to do these videos. The overriding thing is health, getting into a healthy lifestyle. And so weight loss is one of the benefits that come with a healthy lifestyle. And so on the 6th of November, I stood on the scales and I was 15 stone 4, 3 stone, or 42 pounds if you like. I lost in a space of 159 days. And so thankfully that I've been able to keep that off. I have stayed off the sugar. I have went back onto some carbs. I wouldn't like to live life without potatoes and chips and bread. So but I find that I can keep my weight stable now if I keep an eye on the amount of carbs that I'm eating. So that's one thing. That's one part of the new health regime that I'm endeavouring to follow at this time. The second thing is intermittent fasting. Now, I always thought fasting to be some sort of a spiritual exercise, but as I have been following some health professionals and reading up, fasting is a very, very good thing for your body. And so during my time of following this keto diet, I have endeavoured to follow intermittent fasting. That's where you eat during a particular window during the day. And for me, I endeavoured to do 18-6. In other words, you have a 24-hour day, you've done all your eating in a 6-hour window, and you fasted for the 18 hours. Now that might sound difficult, but for me it was very doable. It was very practical. So I did not eat anything until 12 o'clock in the day, and I had a good lunch, and then in the late afternoon I had a dinner, and so I had finished eating by 6 o'clock. So that was a 6-hour window of eating, and that really helped you stay in the state of ketosis. So I'd encourage you to look up and Google the effects of fasting on your body. I'd encourage you to take one day a month just to fast, to completely go off food for one day every month. I know it sounds hard, but in the practicalities, when you understand the goodness that it does for your body, I think it's very, very important. And the other thing that I would encourage you to do is actually try it a 72-hour fast. That's 3 days, once a quarter. Every 3 months, try to give your body a complete rest from eating food for a 72-hour period. Now, I'm not a health professional, so please, if you're going to do any of this stuff, make sure you ask your own health professional about the importance of monitoring yourself through such a diet. The third thing that I want to mention to you is the importance of exercise. And so I have a Fitbit, which my wife bought me for Christmas a couple of years ago. And so I find it's very, very important also to exercise. So I endeavour to do 10,000 steps per day. So I want to encourage you with that as well. I know a lot of us spend time in offices, in their homes. So I want to encourage you to be determined to do at least 10,000 steps per day. If you have a Fitbit, it normally also gauges your sleep, and sleep is a very important aspect of health as well. And I would encourage you, if you can get some sort of a Fitbit or some sort of a pedometer that will help you trace your steps and your sleep, and so that you can monitor those two things in terms of better health. So again, I hope that we'll be able to expand on these ideas in future videos, but I just wanted to record this one today just to let you know a little bit of my journey over these months of lockdown, and I hope that it'll be a help and an encouragement to you, particularly if you've got into the habit of eating extra chocolate and biscuits during lockdown as a sort of a comfort food. But I want to encourage you to think healthy, to establish patterns in your life that will give you a healthy lifestyle. And so if there's any way, one of the big things for me is that you need accountability. I've talked to some people about this. Very hard to change your habits and change your lifestyle without somebody to hold you accountable. And so I'd encourage you to do that. If we can help in any way, please leave comments below. Come back to us. Tell me what you think of this new healthy lifestyle that I'm embarked on. Tell me if I can help you in your journey to a better health and better lifestyle. Again, I'd just like to mention, if you like the content of this video, please give it the thumbs up, press the like button, and meantime, we want to say to God bless you, God bless your family, and we'll see you on the next video. The next video is going to be very exciting. We're talking about wealth, and maybe there's some people are struggling financially as we go through this lockdown. I want to give you some key principles for wise money management, and so that'll be our next video. Look out for that one coming very soon. Okay, have a good day. God bless you. Bye bye.